Just trying to get it so I can still read chat. But it's... Maybe I can make it a little smaller. Oh. Yes. Hold on. And just this opening music is so lovely. Okay. Name is Nee. Live in City of Hope. They. Oh gosh, I already. Have choices. Powerful build, strong athletic, pinnacle of fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see threads of reality in a way others cannot. Street smart, smells BS, also good at BS. No door can hold you. Keen eye, observant, picks up on vibes, understands others' perspectives. Book smart, you know a lot of fun facts. Research is your favorite activity. Straight A student, hot, attractive, charming. People want to either be with you or be you. Well, I like mystical. I get 2? Keen eye. Yeah. Keen eye and mystical seem like they would go together good. I feel like book smart is me more. Book smart and mystical. So we'll go for that for now. I got spooky hand. Ooh. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Stranger. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh. I don't get good vibes off of you. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. And me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. What? That's so mean. Look at his little innocent face. I don't like him. Oh, choices. Wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Remain silent. Oh, God. Dude, what's wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor? That's awful. What if they drowned? Heh, yeah. I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey. Po Buddy's nerfect. Oh my god, he's the worst. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad, though, and not just playing. Hey, you made it. How's it going? Thanks for following me. But she kept swinging, and she was getting closer and closer to the edge, so soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, but we fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Yeah, right. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just like want to kill somebody? Oh my god. He's terrifying me. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you telling me this? I've never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. You're a sick person. You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. Ha! Honestly, could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. What the heck? Okay, book smart, diagnose him with a personality disorder. Say you're a monster. Haha, that's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can. Remain silent. You could just be silent the whole time. I'm doing my book smart thing. Maybe it would help if you talked with someone about these feelings. Someone professional. Someone who could diagnose you with a personality disorder, because it sounds to me like you at least have a touch of ASPD. That's antisocial personality disorder. Now he's looking at his phone and ignoring me. You can't help but feel a little smug after giving him your diagnosis. Nah, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. Bus strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Anyways, where do you say you were headed? Mystical. I'm returning to my ancestral home. I didn't. Scarlet Hollow. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. And don't answer. I like to pick the special ones. Mystical. I'm returning to my ancestral home. My mother fled from her destiny there many years ago, but now that both she and her sister are departed from this world, I can feel it calling me back. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around, so if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now, though actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Ha! Hope they didn't die! He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Okay. Here, I have something for you. What? The stranger rifled through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. God, look at his face. Nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts. No thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. Eat the peanuts. I don't know if I've ever had boiled peanuts, so I kind of want to eat the peanuts. To try them. Even though they're dripping. You've been on a bus for hours on end and can't remember the last time you've eaten. You snatch the peanuts from the stranger's hands, tearing open the bag like a wild animal, not even removing the shells as you consume fistfuls of soggy, savory legume. Just eating the shells. Could you imagine if someone just fucking start going hog wild on a bunch of peanuts and didn't even take the shell off? It reminds me of like the power move where you like eat a banana and don't even peel the banana. You just like power move, eat the banana with the peel on it. Oh my god. I figured you'd enjoy them. Glad they went to a good home. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Goodbye forever. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Bus driver. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Ooh. Schedule. Arrives Monday 11 a.m. Departs Monday 10:01 a.m. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as the bus pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Oh. Hey, Nee. You instantly recognize the worn, young woman from the few photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. It looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha. Give her your condolences. I don't think I would do that right away. I say hey. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Oh, the game's so pretty. You can tell just like every scene has love put in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Oi! Okay. Explore. How are you holding up? Explore. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Oh, that's not. Explore. So the funeral. Explore. Have we ever actually met? Remain silent. I guess I'll do the first one. How are you holding up? Fine. Book smart. Bottling your grief isn't a healthy coping strategy. I don't... You know you can talk to me, right? That's my mom too. Okay, but if that ever changes, phew, good to hear. I don't want her to hate me. That book smart thing, seems like very rude to say. I don't feel like I would say that. But the second one, I think feels... You know you can talk to me, right? I lost my mom, too. I know we only just met, but you know, I went through something similar with my own mom, so if you ever need to vent or... Tabitha, I'm good. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Oh. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. Need any help planning? Open casket, embalming... No. Do you need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. I don't feel like I should keep talking to her. I think I'm making it worse. So I'm just gonna not. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Oh yeah, this is great. This looks great. I love how it's teetering on the edge of a cliff, especially. And here it is. The Scarlet Estate. The old family homestead. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to dingy apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Oh, goodness. It's 100% haunted. Look at the cool carvings. Oh, man. I would love to live in a crazy, like, old house with all the intricacies and stuff. Well, I kind of do right now, but not as mansion-y. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Look smart. Compliment the architecture. So you live here? It's beautiful. Lie. It's beautiful. You've really let this place go, huh? I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? Remain silent. The Booksmart one is fine. Compliment. That's exactly what I said when I first saw it. The architecture here is breathtaking. Gothic revival reminiscent of Andrew Jackson Downing, if I'm not mistaken. Did you know he died in a boat fire? Seems like the sort of death that wouldn't happen very often. Boat fire. Color me marginally surprised. I didn't have you pegged as cultured. Ooh, I maybe did something good. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Ooh, a kitty! Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I'm just, like, looking at everything. Look at the kitties in the sunlight. General Electric fridge. Got some goodies up here. Got, like, a, basket that she was probably given because of her mom. Dishes piling up. I don't know. I like all detailed stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh. Hold on to your butts. It's gonna get spooky. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. No? Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Oh man, but I want to go in the garden. Ooh, mystical. I can feel nature reclaiming this place. Someone cleans this place? This place is nasty. It's nice. Lie. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PBJs. There's somewhere in town to buy food. What if I want ice cream? Alright, what's next? Wow. There's so many things you can say. I like the first one. I feel a wild energy in this room, as if the natural world is creeping in to finally reclaim its territory. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week, but you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. Well, I'm sorry. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean... I like it. Legitimately. Awesome, I love B&J. How do you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. Oh, good lord. I didn't, but good for you. Okay, I don't like making her upset, so... Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Aw, I will pet the cat if it will let me. If it looks like it'll let me. Aw. Yes. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha sighs. I wouldn't have pet him if he was gonna bite me, but... Oh. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. Oh man, I'm not making a good impression. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. It is a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Look at... Pile of... Get rid of the trash at least, cleaning lady. Just the trash. Oh, God. I mean, I need to go. Oh. The bugs on the toilet. You lift the toilet seat, bugs skitter from the bowl. Oh, I didn't think about that. That wouldn't let me explore, but... I don't want to bother Tabitha. Like, I want Tabitha to like me, so I feel like not asking her a million questions. Listen, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't care how dirty the toilet is. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. Do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Ooh, look at that mystical painting. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Come on. I like a dusty smell. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Yeah, asbestos, lead, all the stuff old houses have. Just, as long as you don't lick the walls, though, it should be okay. I don't want to make her mad by saying stuff. Maybe lying? I just feel like I'm making her mad every time I say anything. Let's try lying. This is a nice room, thank you. Oh man. Good, you should be honored to stay. Historic landmarks such as this. Every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Okay, so lying was fine. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. Okay. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tips. Some dialogue options will open additional conversational paths, some right away and others down the line. Sheesh. I can't imagine how many branching paths this must have. And this is only chapter 1. Like, if this affects the rest of the game, too, I love stuff like this. I remember in my web design class, I made a choose your own adventure as my website. And it only had, like, not even 10 endings, but, like, the amount of paths to get to those 10 endings was, like, it was, like, 70 web pages or something. Like, it's just crazy to think about. I like stuff like that. Don't say that. I don't want to ask her too much, but maybe ask about a library, because that sounds cool. Is there a library I could check out here? I couldn't fit too many books in my bag, and I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits, and the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Okay, that's cool. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Okay, fair enough. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Oh. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Okay. I don't wanna... Yeah, I don't wanna... Well... I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your mother forfeited any claim to it years ago. Okay. Good for you. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as boring or exciting. In the same way, I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as either of those things. It's a task. Okay. Okay. You decide to remain silent. Great. Any other questions before I leave? Well, I'd like to go to the library, but I also kind of like it to explore here, so I guess, I'm just gonna let her leave. I just want to beat her to like me. He decided to let Tabitha leave for work. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. Now it's just you. You in this sprawling, decrepit estate. Okay. I did eat those peanuts. Go straight to the forbidden wing. PB&J does sound good. Let's eat. The only thing you've had to eat in the past 8 hours were those boiled peanuts you got from that strange man on the bus. Suffice it to say you're still hungry, and a PB&J sounds like exactly what you needed to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. The kitty's still there. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. Okay. Approach Frou Frou. I do wish to approach Frou Frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains fastened in place. This is clearly Frou Frou's spot on the counter. Okay, but I want her to like me. So I don't want to pet her and make her mad. But I do want to pet her. Back away. Back away from Frou Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements. I love you, Frou Frou. I do want to check out the garden. But I want to eat. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door, reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." Ooh, look at all the jam. I wonder if it's homemade jam. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Okay, there's takeout, mayonnaise. Why would I check the mayonnaise and look at people's food? That's weird. I would definitely not eat her ice cream. That's horrible. Even though, look at how much she has. She's like 10 things of ice cream. Why does she need so much ice cream? But I'm going to take the jelly. God. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of release when you realize it's recent. Like, what? Banana chocolate. Okay, she likes banana chocolate. We could maybe use that information. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. Well, look at it all. Someone's got to be using it. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. No, I'm not going to look at her. That's weird. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Okay. Pantry. Ooh, look at all the peanut butter and bread. Holy crap. It seems bad to buy this much bread unless literally all she eats is peanut butter. Like, because it's not in the fridge, so it's going to go bad. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. She's only got like 2 food options. Why am I trying to please Tabitha? Well, she's my cousin and she's family and she's letting me stay with her and her mom died, so I want her to... I'm trying to be a good family member, I guess. Take peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some bread. Take bread. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. The only thing you need now are a plate and a knife. Okay, I don't need to take her mac and cheese. She has plenty of it. Like, I don't know why she's such a hoarder. Like, would she even notice if I ate any? But I'm not going to do that. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. So, cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Well, why would I grab a bowl? Examine the mug. I was wondering about the mug. And examine the shot glass. Okay. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, NC. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Examine the shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perlan, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you'd heard about your mom, Perlan wasn't the type to have kitschy, how do you pronounce that? Kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Grab a plate and butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. This is the last ingredient you need. Yes. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations. You can feed yourself. All of that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Okay. Well, I already looked at everything, so let's go to the garden. Ooh! Greenhouse, fountain, statue with satyrs. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? But look at that very inviting looking swing. I would like to swing. Aw, I can't even explore at all. I want to go up there. It's so pretty. Alright. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Maybe there's other cats to find, though. Think about that. Like, we could find other cats, maybe. You're done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? I don't want to make her mad or, like, die by going to where I'm not supposed to in the house. Like, I'm playing it right now as if I would play, like, do in real life. Like, I wouldn't do what she told me not to do, But so I'll settle into my room. Now that you finally, in the aches and pains of your journey, have started to sink deep into your bones, you stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Like, look at all the stuff in here to explore. I love exploring, like at my grandparents' or just anywhere like that. Just, like, checking stuff out. If you're in a room, like, I just like to explore people's stuff. Is that weird? Is that bad? I just love that kind of thing. Anyway, take a nap. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check the closet. Look out the window. Examine the painting on the wall. See, okay, I never put my clothes. Like, if I have a suitcase with clothes in it, I just leave them in the suitcase. And I don't ever really nap. So. Okay. I don't know if I would eat a stranger's dripping boiled nuts, but I legitimately was like, I've never tried boiled nuts before. I would like to try them. If someone handed me boiled nuts, I would try a boiled nut. I wouldn't monstrously eat the nuts with the shells on, but I didn't really have a choice in the way that I ate the nuts. So anyway, I'm going to check the closet. Ooh, a haunted doll. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of fairy history stacked from here. Like, look at this stuff. I would just look at all this stuff. Like, pick up the doll. Oh, God, I don't want to be haunted, but I would look at the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its tag reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Okay. Close the closet. I don't want to take a nap. Look out the window. Oh, it's pretty. You can see the garden. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Examine the painting. This must be an old relative of yours, very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. I would think. I can't imagine. I'm definitely gonna Kickstarter this game, and it also seems like the sort of thing where you'll be able to like watch her progress of making it, like go to her art streams and stuff if you Kickstarter it. So I'm very happy you suggested this to me and pointed it out, because this is super cool and this is like right up my alley. I feel like this is definitely like one of the first people who owned the house or whatever. Mary Belle Scarlet. So I don't want to do either of those things, so that's enough of that. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Yeah, except look at all this stuff. Look in this trunk. Look in here. There's probably some writing in here. Like, I would go ham on this room. I guess might as well head to town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Like, I feel bad if I missed a whole section by not exploring the forbidden things, but if you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. Yeah, but then I would have had to lug my suitcase around with me and stuff. It's fine to walk. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. Look at how beautiful this is. It's really pretty out here. Like, who wouldn't want to walk? Looks like fall. Perfect spooky time. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Ah, puppy, hello. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Oh, she's got a Mothman shirt. I love this person already. Mothman. Gretchen. Slippery Gretchen. Pet the dog. A pug. She's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do well with dogs. That's supposed to be a dog. Aw. I wouldn't pet it without asking. A pug? She's so cute. I love pugs. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out. She got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. She's 17? It's gotta be really old for a dog, right? Sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But where are my manners, talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yeah. I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nee. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of that would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all holed up in that big house. Oh. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I guess I'll do the mystical thing. A darkness hangs over her. Whatever consumes her goes beyond the death of her mother and poisons her very soul. That was a little too... okay. That bad, huh? She's always been a little rough around the edges. I figured she'd probably be having a tough go of things. But that doesn't sound good at all. That or you have a special way with words, Nee. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she's more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they have amazing biscuits. My treat! Oh, hell yeah. The pleasant aroma of a greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Oh. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. I don't think I would just well, if they're all staring at me, I wouldn't introduce myself. Quietly slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. Look at, they're all whispering and shit. No need to be shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Look at the dog. I love him. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Can I have some sugar? Already taken care of. I know you like your coffee drowned in cream and sugar. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Aw! Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? The dog is so cute. No, I wouldn't say that. Gretchen's 17. They're allowed to have bacon if they made it to 17. I don't care. I'd still get a biscuit and a coffee. I assume I have money. Can I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. All that sounds great! Why are you so nice? Thank you. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of those things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Yeah, that's smart. You mentioned the library? I'll probably spend most of my week there. How's their selection? Oh, it's great. I spend a lot of time there myself. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I actually ran into you just as I was leaving. Oscar does a great job stocking the place. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he thinks you'd like. And he's always right. You might as well label the sections by townsperson. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids and weird supernatural stuff. He managed to track down really rare sources. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. Aww. Aww. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. Mystical, you pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha, oh Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Ah. Oh my god, you can be so mean. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Nee. It's amazing. That sounds amazing. Look at this dog. I just keep seeing them out of the corner of my eye, and I love them. Wait. How did you know my name? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Oh well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. It's all good. I was just caught a little off guard. Phew, glad that didn't freak you out too much. Yeah, and don't worry. Nothing Perlan said about you'd stick, that's for sure. You can just make a good first impression, wipe the slate clean with the whole town. So I have a bad impression? Perlan is talking shit about me and my family because we didn't want to work in the coal mines or whatever. I don't want to... I'll remain silent. Aw man, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, I'm sure this is all mortifying, but don't worry about it, really. Perlan was a gossip, and would do the sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, Weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? Sigh. I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. Holy crap. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Oh. Ooh. Well, I mean, I don't want to, like, go on disbelieving her video. That's an honest-to-godness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or a dog, and there's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachian. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up there, that would still count as a cryptid by most. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There are polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Haha, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Holy crap! I get to go cryptid hunting and, like, I just got here and, like, I already have all these cool plans, man. This rules. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers! Whoops, sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Skunk Ape? What's Skunk Ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from the town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? I would definitely go. Oh, look at her. She wants coffee. She's so cute. That depends. Will Gretchen be there? Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. I'm in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though, I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Oh. Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind... Aw. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. They're Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Haha, yeah, I'll bring them. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? I mean, that's what I was kind of wondering too. Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Leave a generous tip, of course. I spend money? Well, I got a coffee. Why wouldn't I? Avery seems wicked cool. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. $5? Like, I could afford $5. Give a man $5. Who cares? You're crazy. You smooth the bill out before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner, with you following close behind. Imagine, like, being too much of a jerk to leave $5. Like, $5. I don't know. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel... Yeah, when you put it that way, it doesn't seem very smart. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. She seems nice. She has a dog. She has a YouTube channel. She likes Mothman. Like, come on. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air, see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Look at the doggy. She's having fun. She's 17. She goes on cryptid hunts all the time and still walking and everything. I love her. Let's see. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When it's all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe it'd go so bad. And I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they're really out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's all hope that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Do you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. I wouldn't... Why has it gotta be mean? Both of these are like saying aliens aren't real. I guess. There exist things beyond our realm, but I wouldn't call them aliens. Everything that exists in this universe is cut from the same cloth one way or another. To call something an alien is to imply that it's something else, something that doesn't belong. Wow, you've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. What the hell? A deer? But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. What? Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through it if you weren't careful. Hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? I'm gonna look up the deer eating baby birds thing, because now that's weird. I like talking to her because she seems to want to talk to me. Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school where Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple months to heal. All in all, not too bad. But I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shut off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Did you hear that? Ah! Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Phew, sorry for being jumpy, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all head back to town, you hear? Especially steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with cameras scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business. Stella Richmond, put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it, the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chungabungas or what have you. But I suppose it couldn't hurt to have a few more eyes out there tonight. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunkgape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. Ain't no Skunkgape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I told you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky, of course. You wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Wouldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me? You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Well, like, are you allowed to just shoot a mountain lion for one thing? It also just seems bad to go hunting by yourself. Don't you usually bring a buddy or something if you go hunting? I don't think this ends well for you. How would you know? I hunt in these woods all the time. Night, day, possums, bears. It don't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy would hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big ol' you can eat sign on it if I don't nips the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put a video out by tomorrow evening. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. Oh God, I don't want to say that. They're gonna think I'm a fucking crazy person. I want to warn them. I got the mystical feeling. But that's like very creepy to say. Let's just go, Stella. He's the one with the gun after all. Okay, fine. You won this time, Duke. That's right. Now y'all run along home and stay out of trouble. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast's clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Are you crazy? We're gonna get shot. We're not even wearing orange or whatever. This is a bad idea. Come on, I know a trail that'll lead us or get around him. Oh my God. Like, this is cool and exciting, but I don't want to get shot. Like, literally just seems very bad. Like, as much as I like Stella and want to hunt cryptids, I don't want to get shot. Nuh-uh, no way. Not with Duke and his shotgun out there. I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you very much. You don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. There's no shaking you in there. Oh, fine. Just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Oh boy, I have bad feeling. Look at Gretchen. She's staring into my soul, man. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Nee, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. The dog's little feet. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? It's not often I get a chance to flex my biology skills like this. I can identify some of the calls out here, but not all of them. I'd love to get my hands on a field guide and come back when the sun is up. Who needs a field guide when you've got me? I've been hiking these trails all my life. I know just about everything that swims, crawls, walks, or flies through these woods from their prints to their poop. So if you ever have any questions, ask away. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Oh, boy. Whoa. Was that a deer? I've seen videos of them making that spooky little warning snort, but I've never heard it in person. Sure was. Let's check it out. We're hunting cryptids, and there was a guy with a shotgun. And I feel very not safe being in the woods with the guy with the shotgun, but I guess it's fine. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Ah! Oh my god! A single deer remains behind, staring down the light of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. What the frick? Oh my god! And then it's gone? Friggin' deformed deer? Did you catch it on camera? Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Jeez, why did we not film that? Was that some sort of cyst or something on that deer? Looked bad. Yeah, I think you're right. I'd bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor? It's not like wild animals can get those taken off, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Oh my god. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptids hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is running around in the woods at 17, and I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? That got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. See, I wonder, is Tabitha not, like, wondering where I am? Or, like, is she home? And, like, it just seems kind of weird to be out here. I don't know. I don't want to, like, come in late and, like, disturb Tabitha. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at all the snacks. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of sword snacks. Look at it. It's making me hungry. I just had a bunch of pizza. Trail mix, extra M&Ms, snack bar, dried apricots, sesame sticks. Ooh. Grab a handful of sesame sticks. Ah, the one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wag you with my cooking skills, but I guess I'll have to wait for some other time. Nevertheless, a delightfully tasty choice. The chips of the hiking trail. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but only a fool would bring such a delicate, space-consuming snack in their packs when that space could fit another bottle of water or more snacks. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. She got a stick. So tell me, what's it like in Hope? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be me.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Why are these so depressing? None of these are real. Why does it like, oh, woe is me? My difficult roommate would be Yowzy, so let's go with that. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had to move in. Then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes upon my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming, sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. It's literally Yowzy. It's really funny. It's exactly what the cat does. He'd steal my food, he yells at the door. That's so funny. It's literally just a cat. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Sometimes, like, he wants me to watch him, and at least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house. No matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for that rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah. But he's a particularly horrible cat, and it's not like I could just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. I can't believe I chose the Yowzy option, and it was actually the Yowzy option. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Oh my god. I guess Etsy thing is the closest. I have an Etsy store where I sell assorted arts and crafts. Sometimes I'll do commissions. Sometimes I'll just sort of find something on the street and fix it up with a quirky design, like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. Oh, so you're an artist and you upcycle trash. That's cool, Nee. Thanks, Stella. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do. But you know what? I love it. Might not be much, but it's empowering to feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up on what I do for anything. Crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. And I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone there? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. I mean, they're obviously dead. Like, I don't I don't know. Just because they're not around anymore, I'd still be sorry whether they're dead or not. Like, oh geez, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet, and interesting too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and got damn good at it. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. But she was gentle too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. Whoa! Stella immediately packs her bags and slings it over her shoulder. That wasn't a sound meant for human ears. Whatever made it is close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the brush. As you approach, a series of weak clucks calls out from a nearby bush. Oh, it's chickens! Maybe Droke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh no! The poor chicken! Why did a little tumor? What the hell is that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. Guessing it must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall? It doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. What the fuck? Looks like it's heading north. Let's go after it. Oh my god. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitingly pulling you along by her leash. Ah! Ooh. Oh no, the chicken. Oof. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, the poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, still alive. Investigate the chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. The poor chicken! Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite out of it if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Oh my god. Poor chicken! Ah! Good god. First you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched, taut, the growth pulsing beneath. If you didn't know better, you'd say this could be some sort of parasitic growth, like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Oh, that's horrible. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Poor chicken. His poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling in their sockets with unfortunate life. Oh. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seemed to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warning for this video. Hey, do you hear that? Ah! What in Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... But Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? Oh my gosh. We caught a glimpse of something earlier, and when we chased after it, it brought us here. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? They ain't the sound of something peace like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want Gretchen to get away, but I want him to be able to see. This is terrible. Gretchen. Dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she managed to wiggle out of her harness. Oh no, it's so scary. What the hell? God damn it. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that's terrible. I didn't want Gretchen, but I didn't want him to get hurt. Oh my god! You hear a body hit the ground, and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Nee, Duke, are you alright? Oh my god. But he just shot himself. Yeah, I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen, here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god, Duke, holy shit. What do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? That's terrible. Go to the police? I'm not going after those things. Jesus, did you see them? What do you mean? What do we do? We gotta take this to police. A man's dead. You're right. You're right. And we have footage of what happened. But it's so dark and shaky. It all just seems so unbelievable. We need more footage. Come on. Let's go after them before we lose our chance. Poor Duke, though. Are you sure this is a good idea, Stella? Nope. Then maybe we shouldn't do this. A man's dead. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. Jesus. Oh my god! As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. Oh my god! Scary! Stella? I know, we just have to keep pushing forward. We're almost there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. See, I was just thinking that. She's probably worried about me. And 13 text messages. Call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. Your message sits unread. Okay. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. Guess she must be worried about you. But first things first, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Asgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. I feel bad. I want to save Gretchen, but I got a person killed. It's like, if I had known, but I don't want something bad. I don't want Gretchen to get eaten either. Takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk two officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being the middle of the night. See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods, then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're going to have to confiscate this camera, Mitch Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Nee. They came into town today for the funeral. Nee, as in... Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. There's a naked maniac on the loose. It's best you don't walk back on your own. Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. Be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Oh, boy. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Nee. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchy, and y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. But what about me? What about Tabitha? I'm just gonna stay here? Ugh, I feel bad. It was just like I said, why don't I tell Tabitha? And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. They seemed a little blasé about man's death. Can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? What's worse is I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. We won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. See, but she gave the camera, so they can do whatever they want with it at this point. Like, yeah, they didn't seem as, like, freaked out about it as I was. Like, I didn't really expect to get scared of this game, but Jesus, I can't believe that. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking go back by myself. You wouldn't walk with me? Fine, let's do this. Awesome, let's go. The general store. This must be where Stella's friend Kanika lives. Hope she's still awake. Knee. Jesus. What the fuck? You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach? What the fuck? Welcome home. Whoever this is, its presence has chilled you to your soul. What the fuck? Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. A middle-aged woman stands in the entryway. Holy crap. I plan to finish it. I don't think it's more than 3 hours long. I am going kind of slow because I'm reading it out loud and everything, but yeah, I've planned to finish the chapter, so. Go home, Wayne. Can't help you tonight. Wayne? What the fuck? You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I wish I had been saving. I didn't even realize. Sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. Let's save. I wish I had saved before Duke got killed, but it's too late now, so. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Nee. Is it okay if we come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. So blinding and overpowering is her aura that just looking at her feels like staring directly into the sun. Her gaze pierces entirely through you, and in that moment, you feel wholly known. And then the moment passes, and you see only the middle-aged woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Oh, this place rules. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Nee. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who's that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. I'm a little worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How do you know that she died? Oh, Perlance was such a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. I've never met Perlan. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. Ha, that's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yeah, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls a memory card from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this, at least not before I had a chance to make a copy. Nice. Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder, if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kaneko should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help her friend than her nosy mother. Kaneko, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh. Hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And a stranger? What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Nee. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know, I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Nee and I had no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. You remain silent. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight, but for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Whatever happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and me with this tally-po crap. Man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people despite that grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as bird flocks before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that chicken in our video. What was that growth? Ooh, I can combine. Must be part of their life cycle. I looked at that chicken up close, and it looked like some sort of parasitic growth, like when a wasp lays eggs in a caterpillar. If what Sybil is saying is true, if these ditchlings congregate around doomed people and places, maybe they're feeding off of some sort of negative energy and using it to fuel their life cycle. I wouldn't believe a word my mom says, but if you do assume she's right. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there. Not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear. I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late. I should let Nee get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking, running through the woods in terror. Yeah, I'm about ready to pass out. Thanks for the help, Sybil, and it was nice to meet you, Kanika. Sorry it had to be under such weird circumstances. Hopefully the next time we meet will be a little less terrifying. We should all hang out this week, Kanika. Maybe we could even get Reese to chill with us. I could really use it, but for now, thank you both so much for everything. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really goes wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Nee. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Oh my god. I really have to walk up there by myself? I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up that mountain alone? Not really. Like, why can't you come with me? But then she'd have to walk alone, I guess. Oh well. Sybil said that ditchlings are harmless. I think I'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. So could I have just not gone on the, like, cryptid hunt at all? You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet estate alone. Okay. I want to live. Oh. You made it. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. As you reach for the knob, the door swings open. Where the hell have you been? Texted you. Back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know anyone named Wayne? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and it ended with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Good night. I just, like,